But he has Dark Templar out, and he has slightly more units than Boxer on the ground. And yeah, so basically Boxer has to rate with those wraiths. And he's researching Cloak right now, it would appear, and he's setting up his expansion. So he's actually going to, with that one, he's actually going to beat Pusan in expansions. And Pusan with 2 gates, and Pusan setting up, and looks like Pusan setting up with 2 starports, and he's putting up Fleeping. He's putting up, so Pusan is going for some kind of carrier build. Pusan is going 2 Stargate carriers, and he has the Corsair out. And that Comsat just went off all over Pusan. Comsat just went off over Pusan's Stargates. Boxer's gonna know this is coming. He saw that Fleeping, and Pusan actually built a Corsair to scout, and that Corsair might see those. That Corsair might see those wraiths. Even if, it might. And that Corsair sees that expand. Oh, I think I think that Corsair saw that. And he's trying to run those, but it's too late. He was trying to run that wraith away, but that Corsair was wandering around too far. And there you see Pusan getting nervous there, and that is a lot of wraiths. That is like a dozen or so wraiths, and I think Boxer is cloaked by now. And he's going to try. Basically, Pusan does not have and there you see Boxer setting his factories. And basically, Pusan does not have obs at all except for his cannons. So, wraiths don't kill cannons. Unless there's like 2 cannons, in which case they do kill cannons. And what Boxer's gonna try to do is focus down that cannon, and as soon as that cannon goes down, he's gonna start slaughtering probes. And that cannon's going, and that cannon's on fire, and that cannon goes down, and Boxer, and there's a second cannon up, and that second cannon popped right in time to delay Boxer's race long enough. And now Boxer's race is gonna go to town on Pusan's probes. And Pusan's not even bothering running those probes away because. You know, what's the point? Oh, okay, never mind. Now he's running. But Pusan has a ton of, and that is a lot of dead probes, guys. That's like 6 or 7. But I don't think it's enough damage to equalize the huge. Well, it's not huge, but it's really not enough damage to equalize all the, what Pusan's done to Boxer. And that is a heck of a lot of Zealots. That is a lot. That's like 12.5 Zealots. And but those Zealots are going to get pushed back by the ramp, and so good job by Boxer. And I think this is a mistake with Boxer. He's sitting back and hitting at the goons instead of going somewhere else and harassing probes. Maybe he just thinks he doesn't have enough energy to take care of that. But and I think Pusan's doing some fancy Corsair micro there. Pusan's doing fancy Corsair micro with those Corsairs, splashing himself on, and he takes down all of Boxer's wraith. Brilliant micro. That is great micro by Pusan. That is, he splashed his own Corsairs to hit, and oh, that is good. That is good. And looks like Pusan's done with what's it called, Corsairs now, and I think he's building carriers. Maybe I'm wrong. And Boxer has Goliath out in anticipation for, and Boxer set him his Sci-Fac. Boxer has his Sci-Fac going up, and that's very interesting because, and Boxer has unplugged his wall, which could, maybe he's just unplugging his wall so those SUVs can get through. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't see it. No Corsairs pop, so I'm pretty sure those are carriers at this point. And sending out 1 Marine to scout, and that Marine is and that 1 Marine goes through all of the Zealots, and Pusan is gonna try to brute force his way into Boxer's base at this point, and I think it's gonna work, guys. I don't think No, never mind. Pusan pulled back, guys. So never mind that. Yeah, Pusan has Dark Templar out, and Pusan's first carrier is definitely out. And there we see the carrier and a couple of whatchamacallits, Corsairs. And yeah, so Boxer, I don't know who I would give. I can't say I would give the lead to anyone at this point. They're equal in Boxer has 1 more expansion though, I think. So I wish I could click on the menu. I'm not sure. Is that? I can't tell if that 1 in the 9 is a expo or a something else. Anyway, and Boxer's looks like he went from dropping. Boxer is dropping somewhere. Boxer's definitely dropping, and I think he's just sending that Ray to distract those Zealots while he drops on Pusan's base, and yeah. Okay, so he looks like he's heading for the 7 o'clock. No, Boxer turn around. Boxer is heading for the 11 o'clock. Boxer is heading for Pusan's main. And those Zealots look like they're going to intercept the dropships. Those Zealots look like they're going to see the dropship. But maybe Boxer should rely on the fact that he's and their Corsairs intercept the dropships, but the Goliaths drop and the Corsairs are driven off. But and there's a Dark Templar, but I don't think it's doing any good. And Boxer comp stats and takes her to DT. But Boxer's in a pretty good, but critically Boxer doesn't have a tank to take care of that photon cannon. I guess he doesn't really need it, but you know, one tank could help. And Boxer simultaneously dropped on Pusan's expansion, and he only has about 7 or 8 Zealots there. So Goliaths there, so it's not going to do much damage. But actually, neither of his drops really did much damage. And no, wait, what? No, never mind. That was sorry. I'm confused again. Okay, so I said he was simultaneously dropping on the Expo, but that's where he dropped in the first place. So he just kind of split his forces up, and Boxer has more Goliaths out and more dropships out, and he's making wow, that is a lot of Goliaths. And if Pusan doesn't have a lot on the ground at this point, he has a few and those Corsairs are going to try to intercept those dropships. So Pusan is anticipating this drop, and those Corsairs, he's trying to try to do something crazy with those Corsairs, and looks like he knows exactly where those dropships are, and those Corsairs are just sitting there ready to intercept them. And there we go, and focusing on the first dropship, but Boxer drops a couple Goliaths, and but that's a missed target. There was one hurt dropship, and critically Pusan, oh man, that is Pusan damaged 2 dropships into the red zone, but he didn't kill any of them, and that has to be a miscue by him, because there was definitely one, and a storm goes out, but Boxer moved, but those Goliath took a lot of damage, and he's trying to focus, and I think a carrier just died, maybe I'm wrong, but excuse me. But Boxer just focusing on those carriers because he's trying to take out those carriers, and I thought that Templar was gonna get away for a second. Guess not. And those carriers look like they're gonna run around somewhere and do something. And those Zealots trapping, and Boxer building a turret, but it's not gonna do any good. And that's a pity because he just lost. And Boxer's gonna cancel that turret, I think. And now Boxer has just lost a lot of Goliaths. Good defense by Pusan, and now Boxer is in a little bit of trouble. I think at this point he should even consider switching back to Wraith and do one of his crazy Wraith kills instead of going Goliath, because that's quite. And Pusan is not microing those carriers at all, but that's okay because he doesn't need to, because what's a few damage, right? And Boxer looks like he's gonna sacrifice his base and go for another drop on Pusan's expansion. And those Zealots slightly late to react, and now Boxer's dropped all over Pusan's base. And that is a lot of. And one dropship dies, but it was empty, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter that much. And one dropship died. Not a lot of micro going on here, but that's okay, because who cares? I mean, yeah, right. So, all those probes are gonna die, all those stargates are gonna die, pretty much everything, there's nothing Pusan can do. He doesn't have enough on the ground, and he's not gonna go back with his carriers to try to save this.